Wow, what the freak is happening? You know, I feel like the whole world's been caught in like the deer in the proverbial headlights. And you know, and it's a real challenge for all of us to be in the middle of this pandemic. But if it's any consolation in all of this, one thing that we know is that we are in this together. You know, we've all been impacted in some way or another, and none of us are immune. And I think everyone's feeling and experiencing, you know, a roller coaster of emotions. And we know that there's a great deal of fear and uncertainty that's circling our planet. And it's in these times that we really need to take care of ourselves. We need to keep our energy and our vibration high. And I'm sure you may be feeling like, well, Louise, how can I possibly do that? Because I'm freaking out right now. And I hear you, and I'm with you, and we're in this together. You know, I've felt that roller coaster too. However, not wishing to make light of what you're feeling right now, we need to also take a step back and take a deep breath, my friend. Breathing in and breathing out. And we need to acknowledge what we're feeling. And we also need to look at what's causing those feelings. And in the majority of cases, it's the massive sense of uncertainty that's fueling our fear. The what ifs in all of this, you know, what's going to happen next? And again, you know, I say deep breaths, my friend, because I'm sure, you know, you're also familiar with that phrase, stop the world, I want to get off. Well, you know, we never actually thought that that was going to happen, but in many ways it actually has. Well, the world's actually slowed down dramatically, but it's important that we know that we're in this together and we're going to move through this. But for right now, you know, we're in a pause, and it's a bit like being on that massive Ferris wheel in the sky when you're at the top, and then the operator decides to put the brakes on and you're swinging in the sky, freaking out, thinking, get me the frick off of here right now. You know, and I think that's what collectively many millions of people are feeling right now in this moment. You know, but we need to remember that governments, hospitals, people are doing what they can, and we've been given the knowledge and the tools to keep us safe. We can practice those. And the wheel, it will start turning again. But in the interim, we need to figure out, you know, what we're going to do in this time. And first off, we need to remember that although the world as we know it has slowed dramatically, there are those other worlds and other realms that continue to keep turning. They continue to keep moving forwards, and now is the time and opportunity for us to jump ship, if you will, take time to explore those realms, because we can gather a tremendous amount of strength from there to support us. So I'm talking about the natural world. Have the birds stopped singing? No. Has the sun continues to rise and set. Mother Earth continues to support us. She feeds us. You know, remember that we're part of this bigger weaving and circle of life. We're not alone. Mother Earth will take care of us. She's continually rebalancing, recorrecting, and we can do the same. So if we can take this time to reconnect to the land, listen to the birds, watch the sunset, give gratitude for those small things in life, feel your feet on the ground. You know, if you can't go outside, take your socks off, feel yourself ground to the earth, travel in your imagination to nature. Very importantly, deep, deep cleansing breaths, my friend. Breathing in and then breathing out and releasing and letting go, and remembering we're a part of a bigger weaving in life. And then there are those other worlds, and this is the bit that I love, you know, they're crying out for our attention. The world of our intuition and the unseen worlds that are home to the legion of guides, guardian angels, ancestors who love and support us and are with us every step of the way. In this scary world right now, we need to remember that we're not alone. Our ancestors walk beside us, they walk with us, they live inside of us. And since we're the collective experience of our ancestors, we need to remember that collectively, our ancestors have experienced all of this already. Plague, famine, wars, economic depression, oppression, and since we're a composite reflection of their experience, we have a wealth of experience, strength, wisdom, resilience to draw from to support us in these really challenging times. That strength is embedded within us. So it's time for us to reach within, to draw from the well of wisdom within us, to activate this, to remember who we truly are, who we come from. We are a new shoot on an ancient root, and we have everything inside of us to deal with this. So if you're feeling scared and afraid, it's completely natural. Very likely there's a part of you, a part of us, that's feeling challenged to handle what's coming at us. Well, we're already in it, my friend, you and I, and we're handling it right now in this moment. We're connected, and how we continue to manage and cope is dependent upon what we choose to believe about ourselves, what we choose to believe about the support mechanisms that are available to us to navigate through, to keep moving forwards. So either we can choose to believe that we're a tiny, insignificant cog that's lost in the wheel of the world, or we can ready ourselves to shift gears and start placing ourselves in the center of our universe, where the legion of guides, guardian angels are there, whose sole purpose is to support us every step of the way. It's a bit like when you're riding a bike, you know, you're going fast and then you shift gears, and then there's some clinking and clunking as the gears change, and you kind of keep moving forwards, but it's a little messy, and there's more clinking and clunking, you know, but the more seasoned bike riders, they've already figured it out, and we're going to figure it out too. But the reality is that this is what it feels like right now for us. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, but as the world has slowed and as we're shifting gears, there's an extremely powerful opportunity before us to shift our own gears, to shift our energy, shift our vibration. There's an opportunity before us to start creating a new reality for ourselves, choosing beliefs that support us right now, where we put ourselves back in the driver's seat, back in control. And how we use this time is really important, because we can feel like we have no control, and yet we have so much more control than we realize. And I'm not talking about being able to control our external circumstances and environment. You know, we've all been blindsided by this. But don't beat yourself up about, you know, maybe decisions and choices that you made before this all happened. Nobody was ready. Who could have known? But remember, we have control. And I'm talking about the power we have to control our internal world, our emotional world, and our emotional response to what's happening around us, paying attention to our thoughts and beliefs and the less positive emotions that follow those less positive beliefs. How we need to notice when our thoughts and attention are straying off the path into the fields of fear, you know, where we can easily get lost and overwhelmed. So we need to train ourselves to be in the eye of the storm. Take deep breaths, stay calm. We've been given the tools, you know, that can keep us healthy, and we need to practice those. And we also still need to be able to manage our fear and uncertainty, which quite frankly, you know, I know can feel quite crushing. And how do we do this? We need to lean into our ancestors, my friends, seeking their guidance and support. They've seen and done it all before, and they can share their wisdom with us. I've really felt my paternal ancestors, my Granny Agnes, my dad Joe, my Uncle Frank, they've all chosen to show up for me right now, and I can feel their presence. They've made it known that they're walking by my side, and in the same way your ancestors are with you. So right now, to support you, I'm going to share some tips you can use to stay connected with your ancestors, with your loved ones that have passed into the realms of spirit. First off, you can create an ancestral altar in your home. Altars give us a symbolic connection to the spiritual realms. Your ancestral altar is a daily reminder of their presence within you, within your home, around you. And as you walk by your altar, you can say a prayer, call upon them for guidance. If you have pictures, put them on there. Even if you don't know your ancestral lineage, maybe you were adopted, it doesn't mean they aren't walking with you. They live inside of you. They're within your DNA, they're ever present. So in this case, for your altar, you can take a deep breath and choose things that are representative or symbolic for you of your ancestors. Take some deep breaths, lean into this, and then pick the things that feel right for you. We are new shoots on an ancient root, so maybe you might choose a branch as a symbolic reminder. And whenever you're feeling nervous or afraid, talk to them. Ask them for guidance. They love hearing from you. They love knowing that you're aware of their presence in your life. Before going to bed, ask for a visit. They love to visit us in the dream time because it's so easy for them, because we're sleeping and we're journeying through those other realms. So you could pop something under your pillow, set an intention, and then make sure you journal your dreams the next morning. Guided meditations and journeys are another great way to access our ancestors. So I'm planning to create and share with you a guided journey that can connect you with your loved ones, so they can give you the guidance, you can receive the messages that you need to receive. These are just a few quick tips that I wanted to share with you right now in this moment. But I've also given a lot of thought to what else I can do to powerfully support you in this time. And I really want you to know that I am committed to helping you, to sharing with you tools to help you navigate through these uncertain times. So the idea came to me to put together a free online retreat where we can gather and connect, create safe, sacred space for each other, and where we can come together to connect with our ancestors, creating space where we can share, and I can share the tools with you to help you get connected, and how you can call your ancestors in your dreams, learning how to interpret your dreams, interpret those messages. So I'm in the process of creating this free online retreat. It's a very new thing, but if you want to make sure that you receive the info, stay connected, I'm going to post some stuff on my website, so you can get the information there. And I've also created a Facebook group, Walking with Our Ancestors. So please feel free to jump in there. I think it's a great way for us to stay connected. It's a place where I plan to go live to share tools. I'd love to see you in there. And please remember, we're all in this together. And I'm weaving a blanket of love and prayers and sending them to you across the ethers. I'm seeing you healthy and happy. And my wish for you is that a deep sense of peace will continue to expand and grow within you. Sending you many, many blessings, my friend. Keep on shining, and my love's going out to you always. Bye for now.